The Morphin Grid is very important in Power Rangers, but very few people talk about it, and some fans don't understand how it works. Before the existence of the universe, there were the Morphin Masters, who after the birth of the universe created a trio of emissaries with the light of a star to act as their representatives to mortals. These emissaries had the appearance of rangers, one red, one yellow, and one blue. The Morphin Masters are a civilization dedicated to studying the Morphin Grid. The Morphin Masters we know of so far are the ones who preside over this civilization. All members of this civilization, including the Morphin Masters who preside over it, possess a crystal called Morphin Heart and live near Master Forges that are located throughout the galaxy. Each one has an arc called Master Arcs which allow you to travel and connect to the Morphin Grid, in addition to being able to travel between different dimensions to travel long distances. Since the beginning of Power Rangers, they talk about the Morphin Grid, but almost never explain what it really is. The Morphin Grid is a multiversal energy field for all Power Rangers and is the largest source of energy for all teams anywhere in the universe. It was first mentioned in the 4th episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was originally assumed and later shown to provide all Rangers with a specific link to the grid. The Rangers access that link using morphers, in which their cellular composition is instantly entered into the grid. In simpler words, the Morphin Grid is like a spatial internet which you not only access with a computer as we would do with the internet, but your cells connect to this grid, so you are part of the grid and each Ranger has a power that lives within each of them. Like the internet, the Morphin Grid allows you to travel long distances. This includes any part of the multiverse and time travel. With the internet we can send messages instantly to any part of the world, but with the Morphin Grid you can send your body to any part of the universe and to any dimension of the multiverse, including different eras. This is why in the later episodes of the comics the villains were able to travel to different dimensions and times to infect the grid. Due to the great connection that the Morphin Masters have with the Morphin Grid, they have been the creators of several power sources for Power Rangers equipment such as the Ninja Nexus Prism, which gave power to the Ninja Steel Rangers which we saw in the first season of Power Rangers Dino Fury. They also created the Dino Gems that empowered the Dino Rangers, as well as the Energems for the Dino Charge Rangers. We know that the power coins used by the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were created by Ninja, but Ninja had books written by the Morphin Masters inside his temple, which may explain how he was able to create them. The Morphin Masters not only created power sources, but taught other masters how to create them as we saw with Ninja. Although in Power Rangers Dino Fury we are introduced to only 6 Morph Masters, which include red, green, yellow, black, blue and pink, there are also other Morph Masters. One of those masters is Preetor, who lost his mind and became a possible villain after self-exiling himself to a place called the Void. This place was created after a hard battle won by the Morphin Masters against a villain using a Zeo Crystal. Due to the power of the Zeo Crystal, the Masters decided to look where this power came from, until they found a planet that was completely made of Zeo Crystal. After a long deliberation they decided to separate from the Morphin Grid that entire universe where this Zeo Crystal planet was, and this caused the condemnation of this universe to extinction since everything in this universe was going to be extinguished little by little. In the Void, no Ranger can access his powers due to the separation of the Morphin Grid that exists in this universe, although in the last episodes of the comics we could see how the Rangers managed to connect again. Because of all this, the Morphin Master Preetor volunteered to stay in this universe, the Void, to continue to ensure that this universe continues outside the Morphin Grid, and even though Predator is one of the most powerful beings with the strongest psyche, he still lost his mind and started attacking everyone. Continuing with the Morphin Masters, Zordon refers to them as a group of ancient sorcerers who threw the chest containing eggs of power into the sea millions of years ago, possibly the same eggs we saw in the last comics. The sorcerers hid a universe of power inside two mythical eggs which they threw into the sea. In the Power Rangers Dino Fury series, we met the Morphin Masters at the beginning of the saga after the destruction of the planet Rafkon, and the Sporix and the Knights travel to Earth. The Masters appear to connect the Knights to the Morphin Grid and combine the essence of the dinosaurs inside them, creating the Power Rangers Dino Fury to defeat the Sporix monsters and return them to their natural form. In all the Dino Fury series we could see the Morphin Masters in different moments, and we realized that they were present in all the events that have happened with all the Power Rangers teams. In the last season called Cosmic Fury, we could see that the Morphin Masters have a very important role even though they did not appear so much time. In this season we could see that the villains were able to lock up the Morphin Masters to take away all their power and use it as a powerful energy source. The concentrated power of all these Morphin Masters was so great that it made Master Zed such a powerful villain that he was able to destroy very strong Zords as if he were toys. These acts called into question the power of the Morphin Masters, as it was quite easy to catch them despite being such powerful beings. Obviously, this could simply have been a change in the script without thinking of respecting the whole history of these Morphin Masters, although this idea is supported by one of the last comics we saw with Ranger Slayer. In this other story, Kimberly tried to find the Morphin Masters to help the Rangers defeat the infection the Grid was suffering, but by the time she found them, the Morphin Masters had gone crazy. Another important thing we saw in the Cosmic Fury season is that one of the Rangers managed to become a Morphin Master, and this had never happened in the entire history of Power Rangers. Previously the Red Ranger had sacrificed himself to save the Earth, and somehow the Morphin Masters brought him back to life using the energy of the Grid. This was a temporary thing, but by the end of the season we saw this Ranger become a Morphin Master despite not having the same knowledge about the Grid that the other Masters have. This also called a lot of things into question, as it makes us think that Morphin Masters can be chosen, although we don't know if they choose them themselves or if they are chosen by the Grid. In short, the Morphin Masters are multidimensional beings who are believed to have existed before the creation of the universe as we know it, but we know for certain that they have been with us for over 65 million years thanks to the events of Dino Fury. These Masters study and manage the Morphin Grid, which is the power source of all Power Rangers throughout the multiverse, time and space. This grid that connects to the cells of the Rangers allows them to gain great power as well as travel throughout the universe. In simple words, the Morph Masters are like the gods and creators of the Power Rangers.